Hi friends, welcome back to channel SciTech Guru. In this video, I'm going to compare the OnePlus Nord 2 versus the Moto H20 device. So which phone is best option to buy right now? And this is the question which I'm getting from plenty of my subscribers asking me to make a video. And very soon we're going to see the sales in the Flipkart Big Billion Day sale and even the Amazon Great Indian Festival sale as well. And they want to decide which phone is the best option in what kind of category. That's what this video is about. And I'll try to be very specific about each and every advantage and each and every disadvantage what the both phones are got. So one thing is that we need to definitely accept that not every phone is designed perfectly. So every phone has got some kind of disadvantages, but it's up to you to decide whether those disadvantages will be affecting you in your usage type or not. So these are the few topics which I'll try to cover in this video, and I'll try to declare the winner in each category. First, in terms of the performance wise, the OnePlus Nord 2 has got the Dimensity 1200 chipset, and whereas the Moto H20 has got the Snapdragon 778G chipset. So if you look at the benchmark score, there will be a huge difference between both phones. And if you look at the Geek benchmark scores as well, you get the huge difference between both devices in terms of the performance scores and everything. As you can see, multi-core, how much difference is there. So this benchmarks is a basic idea which gives you what is happening between these both phones in terms of the performance and the processing levels. So for the normal user and medium usage, you won't feel any difference between the both phones. If you want solid performance, maybe slightly heavy kind of gaming and heavy kind of performance, then try to prefer the OnePlus Nord 2 device. For the normal usage and medium usage, doesn't matter what phone you choose, it won't affect any kind of performance at all. Because I'm using the Moto H20 also for the past close to 15 to 20 days of usage, I did not feel any kind of issues because I'm like close to medium kind of usage, not heavy gamer. So I don't want that kind of heavy performance, but still it was able to solidly perform really great in those games as well. So game optimization is slightly kind of both are equal because right now the Battlegrounds mobile game is not even updated not even optimized in the OnePlus Nord 2 as well. So in case if you're planning to buy the phone for the gaming purpose and heavy usage, then try to choose the OnePlus Nord 2 device. So next thing, let's move to the next topic, which is a display topic. So in terms of the display topic, which phone is the best phone? The OnePlus Nord 2 has got the Fluid AMOLED display, whereas the Moto H20 has got the 10-bit AMOLED panel and OLED display as well, which is really great display in the Moto H20. And the refresh rate is 90 Hz and 120 Hz, and touch sampling rate is 120 Hz, and touch sampling rate in the Moto H20 is kind of close to 420 Hz. So whatever the company they are claiming is different and what we get is different. That you should definitely understand. I did upload separate videos as well. You can check those videos. But overall, in each and every category, the Moto H20 did dominate this OnePlus Nord 2 in terms of the display segment, in the refresh rate, in touch sampling rate, in terms of the display quality. So for the average user, it won't bother in terms of the refresh rate and the touch sampling rate. It won't affect anything for the average user and medium usage. But in terms of the display quality, it affects a lot. If you watch these both phones side by side, you can actually feel a lot of difference while watching the videos, what I'm trying to say. Yes, you will definitely feel a lot of difference. But outdoor visibility is also not bad because of the brightness level slightly low in the Moto H20. But it was kind of okay, I would say, outdoor visibility, not bad. So in terms of the display segment, slight better points for the Moto H20 in terms of having the really good colors and big screen display. If you like the big screen display, you can definitely choose the Moto H20. It's really great to watch in the Moto H20. I did like pretty much. Yes, this is one of the best thing about the Moto H20 which I did like a lot in terms of the display segment. So I'm completely satisfied with the display segment. So in the performance segment, straight winner the OnePlus Nord 2. In the display segment, straight winner the Moto H20 device. So next, in terms of the camera, which phone is a clear winner? So this is going to be slightly kind of balanced. I'll try to explain you why as well. I did do a couple of other videos as well comparing both phones in terms of the camera comparisons. So I'll try to be very straight here. So one thing, in the low light photography, the OnePlus Nord 2 is really very good. I mean, it's kind of 10 to 20 times more than the H20. Even I cannot understand why, how much difference is there, but still low light photography is really great in the OnePlus Nord 2. Another thing, slight advantage for the Moto H20 is in terms of zooming capabilities. You can actually zoom up to I think 30x in this Moto H20 device. You can see that zooming capability is highest. The OnePlus Nord 2 can reach only this much, but the Moto H20 can go beyond that, as you can see. So zooming capabilities are really great in the Moto H20. That's the one thing which I can definitely understand how it is different. And in terms of the stability as well, I did upload a couple of videos as well. So you can check those videos, and I think this is a sample which I uploaded side by side. So let me try to start at same time. It's a two videos which I recorded using the both phones. So in terms of the clarity and everything, both are really good in terms of the colors and everything. I did use the full brightness at this moment, so you'll be able to see exactly what is happening between both phones. So same time recording both devices, you can see the slightly kind of greenish kind of color in the Moto H20. You can see when I try to zoom into the subject, you can clearly see the details little bit. In the OnePlus Nord 2, it's not that detailed. It's not that detailed. But in the Moto H20, even when you try to zoom into the object, you can actually see a little bit kind of clarity in the Moto H20. That's what I did observe in this kind of testing in terms of the zooming capabilities and all the testing, which I did do the outdoor testing. So slightly zooming capabilities are better in the Moto H20. That's what I meant. In terms of the outdoor visibility and outdoor shots, so outdoor shots kind of really very close to each other. Nothing much major difference I can actually observe at this range. Even the OnePlus Nord 2 can take really very close up shots. Not bad in terms of taking the shots. As you can see, these are the close shots which are taken using the OnePlus Nord 2, which is really great. And then the Moto H20 also can take really good shots as well. So these are the very close up shots. You can compare side by side how clarity they are. Not bad. So the only change which comes is the OnePlus Nord 2 has got slightly, I think, whitish kind of front cam color. Sometimes it doesn't show exactly true colors. Sometimes it show kind of white layer on the face. That's one thing which I did not like. And front cam is slightly wide on the OnePlus Nord 2, where it's not that wide. It's kind of zoomed up in the Moto H20. As you can see, it's not that wide. In terms of the front cam clarity, that's the one thing which I can definitely say that. So that's the one thing which you can actually see here. And outdoor front cam is really good, not bad. Outdoor front cam both looks really good in terms of the outdoor front cam as well. So in terms of night mode shot, let me just show you a couple of shots. So this exact shot which I taken in both phones. Yes, friends, you may think that I did turn on the light and I did take this shot, but that's not. No, these actual night mode shot in the OnePlus Nord 2, and these are night mode shots in the Moto H20. It's not that great in terms of the low light photography. It's not that great. It's kind of really bad. And next thing regarding the battery and the charging. So in terms of the battery and charging, which phone is really good? So charging speed, the OnePlus Nord 2 is really good. It can charge within 30 minutes of time, within 30 minutes, 27 minutes, 28 minutes, that's fantastic. Battery backup also slightly, you can expect more in the OnePlus Nord 2, slightly more. But even the Moto H20 also gives me kind of screen on time close to 6 hours of screen on time without even any kind of issues at all. Without any issues, friends, yes, absolutely fine. The screen on time I'm getting really great in this phone. I'm really happy that stock UI is really optimized to save a lot of battery. That's what I did like. And I was using the 144Hz refresh rate only throughout the time. So I'm really happy with the battery backup in the Moto H20. But to be on safe side, you can definitely prefer the OnePlus Nord 2. So in the battery and charging segment, OnePlus Nord 2. In the connectivity wise, 5G, 4G plus Wi-Fi, we need to check this. So 5G more bands, and even the OnePlus Nord 2 also got more bands, I think 7 bands. So no problem. 4G plus, no problem. But Wi-Fi, there's a big problem in the Moto H20. I'm not sure how many users will be facing that kind of issues. I'll try to show you a couple of comments as well. I did take the screenshot before actually talking about this topic. I did go through the Flipkart reviews. Even in the Motorola Twitter Indian account, you can try to check their page. You can see actually this kind of problems as well, where few of the users did mention that most important, the Wi-Fi antenna reception seems to have degraded compared to 4-year-old mobile phone. Yes, friends, it's actually, even I can actually feel the same thing. I'll try to show you one more thing, quick clue. This is a phone which is 4-year-old mobile phone. I'm not sure whether you will be remembering this kind of name or not. LTE, it used to be the 4-year-old phone. This phone has got more speeds, Wi-Fi speeds, than this Moto H20. Yes, 4 to 5 years old mobile phone. I'm not sure why it's happening. Not only in this case, even the other users also did mention the same thing about the Wi-Fi. So I did not have any kind of issues in the OnePlus Nord 2. It's really strong. And another thing is that you cannot turn on the Wi-Fi and Wi-Fi hotspot at same time. You cannot do that. So that is another concern which some of the users you should know. So usually I'll try to do the Wi-Fi tethering as well. I'll try to share my Wi-Fi router internet with other devices, but you cannot do that kind of Wi-Fi tethering in this Moto H20 device. That's a kind of slightly not big drawback, but Wi-Fi reception problem still not got fixed in this Moto H20 device. I'm not sure when they're going to fix it, but still the problem is existing in this device. So right now I'll try to connect to the same Wi-Fi network right now, and you will be able to see the Wi-Fi signal strength, how much it is in the OnePlus Nord 2, how it's showing in the Moto H20. Same location, friends. It's totally, as you can see, the Wi-Fi signal strength, how it's showing OnePlus Nord 2 and the Moto H20. I'll try to change my positions as well just to show you what is going on in terms of the Wi-Fi signal strength. You can see 2.4 gigahertz is showing full signal in the OnePlus Nord 2, but it's not showing. But right now I connected to the 5 gigahertz network at this moment, and I'll try to do the speed test as well just to show you what is going on. Let me try to open the speed test results. I'll try to do the first in the Moto H20. So I connected to the 5 gigahertz network. So 5 gigahertz, not 2.4 gigahertz. So we'll be able to see the exact difference what is going on, and the speeds are not that great in the Moto H20. It's not that great. Yes, that's the one thing which I can definitely say that. It's very low. The speeds, I'm not sure why the speeds are slightly low in this Moto H20. So I'm trying to connect to the 5 gigahertz network as well, but still the speeds, I cannot get this kind of high speeds. I cannot get that. I'm not sure what the problem with the phone or with my router. I'm not sure, because there should not be any kind of issues with my router. This is my exact Wi-Fi router. Because all the phones whatever I got right now, they can actually get really good signals, good speeds as well, except the Moto H20. You can see it's not even increasing. In the OnePlus Nord 2, you will be looking the speeds. Slightly better speeds I'll be getting in the OnePlus Nord 2. You can see double speeds I'm getting. That's the one thing which I am really concerned about, the Wi-Fi speed. I'm not sure. I cannot say that everyone will be facing issues. In case if you face, this is a problem which is going on not only with you, even a few of the users as well. You can check the reviews if you want as a proof. That's why I did show the screenshot in the Moto H20 regarding the proofs and everything in this device. So that's the thing, I cannot give the points for the Moto H20 because I'm experiencing the problems in the connectivity issues in this phone. Build quality wise, haptic feedbacks, OnePlus Nord 2 slightly kind of better, and no 3.5mm jack. Dual speakers in the OnePlus Nord 2, which is fantastic in the dual speakers. That's really good. And single speaker in the Moto H20, and side motor fingerprint scanner and in-display fingerprint scanner in the OnePlus Nord 2. That's also slight advantage for the OnePlus Nord 2, because I think in-display fingerprint scanner is really good and convenient for a lot of other users, which you can actually unlock easily when the phone is on the table. And few of the advantages like less weight mobile phone. It's very big display, 6.7 inches display, and very less weight. It's only I think 163 grams or somewhere on that. So it's a very lightweight mobile phone, 165 grams, but it's really good. Yes, I did like this build quality. That's another second major thing. So first is display. Second is the build quality is the one which I did like in this device. I did really enjoy, but only one thing is that the position of the volume button and the fingerprint button is slightly very much top side. As you can see, they should be somewhere bottom, somewhere around here, because it's very tall phone, right? It's very big phone, so it's very hard to reach every time over there. That's kind of one thing which I thought of letting you all know. So regarding the UI and the software updates, I think UI, I did like the stock UI. To be frank, I did really enjoy this kind of stock feeling, and this is my first phone with the stock experience, so I'm really enjoying the stock. I'll give definitely points for the stock as well. But the OnePlus changes and everything, it's very hard to recommend, but it's very close to the stock, but still that feeling will be there. The colorways got mixed in this OnePlus Nord 2. So price. So right now the both phones are available for about 30,000 rupees, and maybe in the sale we may see slight discount for the OnePlus Nord 2 as well. That's what I'm expecting. So this is my complete review and comparison between both phones, and final conclusion is that performance OnePlus Nord 2, camera slight points for the OnePlus Nord 2. Even don't get me wrong, H20 is having really good camera, but slight points for the OnePlus Nord 2. And performance and camera, battery charging also OnePlus Nord 2, connectivity also OnePlus Nord 2. These are the areas where the OnePlus Nord 2 has got real advantage. Display and build quality. I mean build quality in terms of the weight, not in the dual speaker. It doesn't have dual speakers at all, but still in terms of the build quality and the weight. And UI is really good in this stock UI. That's another plus point for this phone. Even the camera also not bad. The camera also kind of okayish. I can give drop in terms of the camera, except low light and everything. So that's it, friends. Thank you for watching this video. This is a complete review and comparison between both phones. I think you got a clear idea which phone to pick up for your needs. If you are a performance oriented person, try to select the OnePlus Nord 2. If you are a normal user, if you want stock UI experience, select the Moto H20. That's it. I can definitely advise you all. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video. Until then, stay tuned for more updates. Meanwhile, signing off. Bye.